Got a light pouch there. Let's do this. Now, in the first game, doing this would perhaps cause issues. In this game, nobody seems to have noticed. Now, I want to do this because you never know what's in there. Okay. Are these papers? No. Bless you. Oh, I like the stealth. Oh, I like this.
2 more months, she says. Then she'll leave him. I can wait.
Oh, there you are. Okay, how do I get down there? Bless you. Oh, that's gonna be bad. There we go.
Traitors.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know where to put this guy. Okay. These are cool places. Oh, look at all the things. They really went all out, didn't they? Into making all the details and all that. So there's a dead person. Set alarm. That's weird. Don't know what that's supposed to mean. Are you supposed to use the grandfather clocks as some sort of trigger things?
With the throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramsays once hosted the King and Queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Yeah, my problem is that he's coming here. I had to risk it. I had to risk it. Good. Okay, so what is the objective here? Knock Mortimer Ramsay out. Yep, sounds like a plan. No, he's gonna go... This is really cheating, because I can see him through walls. He's gonna go here. Did he see me?
Hey, who is... You are no match for me.
I am not. What did you see?
This won't leave my hand again.
There we go. We're gonna keep it as is. But I don't fully know what he saw. Potentially that door open. Likely not, honestly. Likely what happened is he saw me, like saw my hand or something. Which is kind of dangerous. But also pretty realistic. If that was what happened, then I can live with that. Because in reality, I would just be, my hand would be sticking out. It doesn't play quite as that's the same at all as in the first game. In the first game, you're basically invisible unless you were seeing the enemies, which is, of course, quite unrealistic. But it works well. It plays well. Crown Killer strikes again! Exclamation mark. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called her, sure, quote, slipshod style of governance, unquote, and her, quote, willful neglect of duties, unquote. Authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is, with a capital I, after a colon, which is not how it works, is it now the duty of the royal protector to murder all who dare to criticize the throne, capital T? Boldly asking that. Ooh, that's an interesting painting. I like that. So, I did well in guessing that the guy would come over here, although I could have hidden over there or something. Maybe that is an intended behavior. There's some people here. Where's the other one? There's the other one. This is so slow.
If I have two and I give him one, it still costs me one, but then if I eat it,
Hey, where did you go?
I did not expect that.
I thought I saw someone right here. Let's check the place, just in case.
Saw me. Whew. This is really powerful. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It basically is a tranquilizer dart without a tranquilizer dart. I'm a big fan of this. Ooh. And there's, yeah, it's pretty good. It is a really good solution to, well, it wasn't necessarily a problem in the first game, but it solves, it feels good. It's because it's a quick time event, effectively. Long live the Empress. There's a lot of dismemberment. And here is Corvo. There's floating rocks.
Father, I don't know how, but I'll make this right. I promise.
And she says that he is imprisoned, which means that...
Senseless slaughter.
Yeah. That for some reason... she thinks that he's not dead? I would think that he's dead, considering how...
Killed for their loyalty to me. Damn the Duke of Serkonos. Damn Delilah.
Well, you don't... You're... That's how you died. You are an empress. A lot of people have died because of you said things. It wasn't even about loyalty. That guy, that is not a correct anatomy pose for leaving people. So, a lot of dead people here. A lot of lovely flowers as well. Really, really lovely flowers. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Barred from the outside.
And nobody's outside to be like, hey, who touched the main door? Also, where does this go? Oh, it's blocked from, yeah. So, pretty interesting setup at the moment. Very straightforward. Not very complicated.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
I must say that in the first game, there's a lot more reason to not kill anyone.
I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague.
Than what we just saw. Why wouldn't I kill Mortimer Ramsay? Just seems common sense, really. Whispers from the Void by Barloni Mulani. It is a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us. Lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness? Nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as so many before have, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams, this place we share in the farthest reaches of our minds, the realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home, the Void. And we go there quite a lot of times, and it's completely unexplained in the first game, and I like that it's unexplained in the first game, but now we're getting a little bit more explanation for that. I was going to say, regarding Corvo being dead, that he's absolutely dead. I might be able to bring him back to life, but he's not. Like, that body's dead. Unless it's just like a statue replaced his body and his body went elsewhere magically. But yeah, Whispers, Volume 2 over here. These little glimpses of the Void, capital V, in dreams or described by those awoken from comas are not limited to select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there is not a single citizen without such visions at one time or another. This, then, must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us, but hidden. Some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it. And we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer, not the distant and special realm described in the myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling, but nonetheless, it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond, the clouds of weightless silver glass, and what things we could learn? Liquid diamond. That's just graphite. That's just graphite. Graphite powder. Because of the, diamond is not a... It's not a diamond if it's liquid, is what I'm saying. Because diamond is just carbon in the specific formation. And the formation is solid. Because if it is not solid, it's not in deformation anymore. It's like saying, I don't know, liquid air. It's not liquid. If it's liquid, it's not air, right? Air is not a substance, though. So the comparison can be stretched a little. But either way, that's it. Oceans of liquid diamond. Pistol bullets that I will never use. Actually, that's not true. We might kill some Moris and whatnot. And we have... oh my god.
I'll need this.
That is a big ass... Hopefully you won't, but you probably will. A big ass healing potion. Table clock. Set alarm. Old Patty's Crystal Cider. Don't break it. Crown Killer strikes again. We read this already.
The Crown Killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah.
Yeah, it's a fair assumption. But it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't. Especially if this were a movie. Then it would surprise me if it was, because it's pretty straightforward. But it isn't a movie, so it probably is connected. We have a gun case here.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
Oh, it's 2 pistols. Or maybe it isn't. Oh, also. Oh yeah, Zed. I love it. This is really good. I love the spyglass. It's also amplifies sound, if I remember correctly. Or I do know that it amplifies sound in the first game. I don't know about this game, though. Corvo Attano, the Royal Protector in our times. In an act of rebellion, young Jessamine Caldwin chose Corvo as a royal protector when Corvo was 19 and she was 12. He served her loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and, some say, spy, before and after she was crowned empress. Though it was scandalous gossip at the time, it is said they began a love affair around 1823, when Jessamine was 18 and Corvo 25. The next chapter of Attano's life is like something out of a legend. During the time of the Rat Plague, when the empress fell, Corvo was accused of regicide and sentenced for execution. He was thrown into Coldridge prison and publicly reviled. He escaped, and as part of a small conspiracy dedicated to throwing down the tyrannical Lord Regent, Corvo struck back at the people who killed the Empress and who wronged him. As the Lord Regent fell, the Loyalist conspiracy turned on Corvo, poisoning him. Surviving through some inner resilience, he located the true assassin of the Empress and fought his way out of the flooded district. Corvo eventually cornered the last of the Loyalists on King Sparrow Island at the borough's lighthouse and rescued Emily Caldwin, heir to the throne. The romantic involvement between Corvo Attano and the Empress Jessamine Caldwin was a terribly kept court secret, and thus it is widely held that Emily Caldwin is their daughter. Following the interregnum, Corvo watched over Emily as she began to rule the Empire of the Isles. It makes it seem as if it isn't confirmed that he is her father, because it seemed pretty straightforward that it was confirmed. Look at that. Modern inventions. Serkonos. Oh, it's a lovely map over here. I love it. There's the first part. There's also a doll over there. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young. Around that time, his only sibling, a first-born sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Verbena. The spectators, from all over Serkonos, were thrilled to see someone so young and striking, from a working-class family, advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo a junior officer ranking in the Grand Serkonan Guard, capital G, capital S, capital G. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Serkonos, and pirate bands along the chain of islands radiating east from Serkonos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Serkonos, there's a lot of Serkonos in this text, then Theodanis Abel, father of Luca Abel, Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Serkonan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old-world mysteries. And the capital city must have seemed exotic. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it is recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. Is that related to... Am I supposed to glean any information from that? From his mother passing, or... Rivera fig wine. I've never had fig wine. I'm not even sure if that is a thing. And we have a letter from Women. From Women. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is while you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your Empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. This is from Women, as I said before. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you, and yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I am joking and perfectly aware that the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. Because apart from them being an empire, which was already shitty enough, they also have prohibition. Lovely. Take care, my darling Emily. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you, Women. So she loves women. That's, well, I suppose Women loves her. I don't know if the other way goes around, but he probably does. I don't like that. I think I know who those are. That's that... I think I know who those are. That's that guy that was bad. And we have a safe.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
That is... Look at the size of these things. Wow. Oh, I can carry that one.
I'd better take these.
I don't think you would be able to carry one of those without being significantly slowed down. Did you see the size of that thing? It was like enormous. It was easily 10 pounds. Which I suppose is fine enough, but you put that in your pocket, it's just gonna... Your pants are gonna fall out. Or fall down, I suppose. Bone charms. Bone charms? A sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roamed the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. Okay, so it's I think we read about that and made a comment about how it's a sort of a cyclical thing. It's both the cure and the problem.
Ramsay deserves my attention.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with him? I thought it was done. Place Mortimer Ramsay in the safe room. Oh. This might actually explain why I'm not killing him. Wait, safe room is up there. No, it is not. Safe room is down here.
Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsay. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsay. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune.
That's not too bad, actually. That's really good. And he has some things to read, and ventilation, and light. Yeah. Apart, and also the... Oh no, it also requires my signet. Let's go to Dunwall Streets. Delilah and Duke Luca Abel have taken the tower. Dunwall is no longer a safe place for you. Escape the city by meeting with a boat captain down at the docks.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
Yes, you should. Old history textbook. The whaling trade. Oh, there's a note here to Emily at the end of the chapter. It reads, not the note, but the chapter. In 1631, Emperor Finlay commissioned the first fleet of vessels made expressly for the hunting and processing of whales. They were powered by sails alone and so were at the mercy of the winds. Although these whaling ships were small by current standards, Murkertaghen's fleet established the robust whaling trade we still enjoy today. Modern whaling the whales don't enjoy it. Modern whaling vessels are much larger and use steam power to traverse the seas in search of whales. Did you know that every part of the beast is used? In addition to canned meat and whale oil, there is also a flourishing whalebone trade. Baleen is used in roofing. Whale skins are processed into crude cloth. Bladders are made into wine flasks. Even the intestines are carefully harvested for their precious ambergris, used in many medicines and perfumes. Emily, half of Morganton's whalers fell to the... Maybe this is... No, this was somebody writing it to me. Half of Morganton's whalers fell to the rough coast east of Morley. You can still see the remains of ships poking out of the water should you ever visit Iran. Also, there's no mention here that it was Sokolov himself who designed the first steam-powered whaling ships. He'll tell you all about it if you ask, and he's sober.
What would my old governess say? Callista would probably tell me to sit up straight and to marry Wyman. She'd ask me when the War of the Four Crowns ended. 1625.
That was before the first game. And apparently it's pronounced Wyman, which does make it less confusing. But also less, well, I mean,